Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. And we're going to kick off proceedings in today's video with Lord Kefka in a Tier 10 battle here on the Sacred Valley map in the British A39 Tortoise Tier 9 tank destroyer with that monster DPM from the 120mm gun. Great frontal armour, awesome firepower, it's just not very fast, is it? Especially when you're driving up hills. Alright, tell you what, we're going to come back to him later. This is the 5916 Chinese Tier 6 light tank, and it is absolutely terrible. No, really, it is. Yes, it's a small target, it's difficult to hit, but it's prone to be ammo-racked when it does get hit. It is fast and manoeuvrable, but the 76mm guns available on this tank are just diabolically bad. 85mm of penetration at Tier 6. This is not a very good tank, even by light tank standards. Lapin Coulter, who's driving it for us today here on Fisherman's Bay, doesn't appear to have heard that, however, because just watch this. Target locked, commence firing, whoop, second one missed, turret wouldn't turn quite fast enough, but yeah, he's dead. Whoops, watch out for the building, get out of there, and he's gotten away with it. Whoa, watch out for your friends. This is one of those light tank replays that's going to make people want to go out and buy a light tank and try to do this themselves, and 19 times out of 20 it's going to end in disaster. That's just what it's like when you play a light tank as aggressively as this, but that one game out of 20 makes it all worthwhile. That's just what it's like playing light tanks in World of Tanks these days. The bad games definitely outnumber the good ones, but the good ones are absolutely fantastic. And yet, it never used to be like this. Way, way back, years ago, prior to the introduction of physics, every game you played in a light tank was exactly like this one. And yet, the game progressed. Physics were introduced, and suddenly light tanks couldn't just zip around the battlefield with their tracks glued to the ground the way they used to be able to. That's the price you pay for increased realism in your arcade tank games. So when you do get a game like this, treasure it. Because they don't happen very often. What's going on over here? Looks like a bunch of friendly tanks have gotten a bit bogged down. Light tank to the rescue. Shit's given. None. Pick your target. Target locked. And let's throw the cat among the pigeons. Suddenly everybody sees a light tank behind them and they think, quick, light tank, easy kill, shoot it. So they all turn their guns around. Everybody else on the team takes the hint, charges around, takes advantage of the chaos that is caused. And the one good thing about this 76mm autoloader is that at least it does reload very, very, very quickly. Even if you do find yourself even bouncing off the rear of the kind of tanks that you're going to be getting in a battle with in the 5916. So, a little bit of light tank assistance there to get the lemming train moving again on the western end of the map, and the western end of the map is now firmly under his team's control. Eastern end of the map, however, not looking too clever. And then, thanks to one member of the enemy team whining in chat, we're notified that there's a KV-85 and M6 sitting in the cap circle, and they have apparently been there the entire game, so hooray! Nice, big, fat, stupid heavies. Exactly the kind of thing that small, fast, auto-loading light tanks love to feast on. Hello, Mr. M6. Prepare your anus. The M6 can't get his gun down far enough. Next, KV-85, another big, dumb, stupid heavy tank. And he's I don't know where he thinks he's got his gun pointing, but that's not going to do him any good. Hello, he's behind you. You can see the penetration of this 76mm gun is diabolically bad. I mean, the KV-85 just doesn't have a chance of getting the gun around to hit him. And he almost gets taken out by his own team there, but finally, like 50% of the shots that he pumped into that guy, sides and rear from point-blank range, just bounced off. But he did eventually fire enough of them to get the job done. Now, who's next? 85mm of penetration at Tier 6 is terrible, but well, that's enough to get through the side of a Hellcat. There's one, second one missed, and go for the reload. All of which just leaves the two artillery, who, could be sitting waiting to shotgun you if they've been paying the slightest bit of attention to what's been going on 100 metres in front of them for the last 2 minutes, but, well, paying attention to the map is hard when you're in a top-down view, isn't it? So, of course, they don't even begin reacting until he's already putting shots into them. Ladies and gentlemen, Lapin Coulter in the 5916, like a boss, playing light tanks the way they used to be played around about 2 years ago. Look at this. Ace tanker, high caliber, with 85mm of penetration. Like a boss. Anyway, let's see how Lord Kefka's getting on in the Tortoise on Sacred Valley. Nope, still nothing. Oh, wait. I think he's found something to shoot at. No, false alarm. Never mind, we'll come back to him in a minute. This is Jack Bauer 1995 in the Cabriolet open-top convertible sports version of the Su-14 artillery. It's not easy being an artillery player in World of Tanks. Everybody hates you, everybody wishes you were dead. In fact, just about the only people you can rely on are the artillery players on your own team. Except, well, sometimes they're scumbags as well. It's really come to a sad state of affairs when even the artillery on your team want you dead. I mean, that really is the final straw. Well, it isn't actually, because he's not done yet. Not content with just team killing one of the artillery on his team, he does it again. Now, you'll be delighted to know that World of Tanks has an automated system in place to punish people who team kill and do friendly fire damage to members of their own team. And yet it doesn't appear to be working in this case. That 3805 just did 750 damage to his own team and killed 2 tanks and didn't turn blue. But here comes a vigilante Batchat, and the FV3805 has 450 health and 1 kill, and, well, it appears the system does work after all. Some bad news for the Batchat. I suspect it probably wasn't his first offence. Hey, Lord Kefka's made it to the top of the hill. He's finally going to get to shoot at something. Well, that's if the team leaves him anything to shoot at. Oh. Yay! He's killed something. It was a bit of a consolation shot, but hey, damage is damage. It's put a number next to his name on the scoreboard. He's finally managed to get into this game. We just get into this little sniping position on top of this rock. Fantastic. Right, who wants some? What we got over there? There is still a tank to be shot at. Oh, and he's missed. Oh well, never mind. Come on. Tortoise has a very good reload. Not good enough. Okay. Oh well. Best get moving again. I said, best get moving again. He's stuck, isn't he? He spent the entire game climbing to the top of the hill, and I think he found the one place on the map where it was possible, with the introduction of new physics, to get well and truly stuck. Man, it sucks to be you. Alright, we'll come back to him later. This is Brian Wall in the ever-reliable Hetzer, also known as the Jagdpanzer 38T. Actually, Jingles, the Hetzer was only ever referred to as such in one document. Shut up! No! Shh! It's a Hetzer. And what do Hetzers do? They hetz. Just for the sheer joy of hetzing. Except, not today, sunshine. I shouldn't laugh. But it's funny. The artillery was sitting on the other side of the map and just thinking, you know, there's usually a lot of tanks crossing that bridge around about now. Maybe it's worth a shot. Turns out it was. Never mind, Brian. Try to look on the bright side. One day you'll be a stug. How's Lord Kefka doing, anyway? This just in from our frontline correspondent. Nope, still stuck. Although you have to ask yourself, if he's managed to get the Tortoise bottomed out on top of that rock, how can he turn? I mean, the tracks have to actually be in contact with something to turn the tank around. So how... I don't know. Reasons? Although I suppose if you can't get both of the tracks to make contact at the same time, then yeah, this is what's going to happen. He's just going to spin around on top of that rock like a spinning top. Oh well, there you go. Solved the problem with science. He's only fired 2 shots this entire game. And now there's only 2 tanks left on the enemy team. You know, he would have probably had a better game if he'd never left the cap circle in the first place. Oh well, we'll come back to him later. So, how about a proper Hetzer replay? This is Tommy Kill, and he's in the Derp Hetzer. He doesn't have the 75mm gun, he has the 105mm howitzer, and he's in a 2-man Tier 4 tank destroyer platoon with an Electo, who presumably also has the howitzer, although, well, it's difficult to tell from here. Not that it matters, because this one's all about the Hetzer, baby. Tommy Kill is... well... I'm feeling very nostalgic in this particular episode of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. First I was going on about what it was like with light tanks back in the day. And I remember having glorious, glorious games with the Derp Hetzer and the 105mm howitzer back when Tier 4 was as high as I'd gotten in World of Tanks. Of course, things were substantially different back then. Armour thickness didn't mitigate the amount of damage that high explosive shells actually did, and howitzers ruled the battlefield. You do full damage to a heavy tank if you hit him with high explosive. Obviously that needed changing badly, but it was fun while it lasted. Howitzers are still fun, of course. I mean, just look at the KV-2, but they're nowhere near as lethal as they used to be. Unless, of course, you're in a Tier 4 maximum battle and you're in the Hetzer. Oh, 13 health remaining, and his tracks are blown. Look at him returning fire. And then he hammer-racks him for 13 damage. There's no justice in the world. What's the M2 doing? Don't stop in front of a Hetzer! What? Well, he's going to learn. The hard way or the easy way, but he will learn. And it's probably going to have to be the hard way. Some fire coming in there from the Electo. Hit the Marder. Oh, no, he's waiting for the Panzer. Oh, there's some nice fire discipline there. Where do you think you're going, Sunshine? Hang on a sec. And there's another one. Where did the Marder go? Now the Marder is dangerous. It's nowhere near the machine that it used to be. I've had 11 kills in Tier 5 matches in my Marder. Sadly the Marder got a severe kicking with the Nerf bat, but it's still got a gun that is easily capable of giving a Hetzer problems. Then again, the Hetzer only really needs to hit the Marder once when it's firing the howitzer, and oh hello, oh, look at this. Prepare your anus, Sunshine. Surprise butt sex time. Closes in. Oh, hang on. Enemy Hetzer spotted. Screw that. Back up, back up. Oh dear, you missed. Well, that's the only shot you're going to get, Sonny Jim. Now, where's that enemy Hetzer going? Because the only thing that can kill a Hetzer is another Hetzer. Or enemy artillery blind firing at you as you cross a bridge from the other side of the map, but we don't talk about that anymore. Where did he go? Oh, that's one sneaky little son of a bitch. Alright, well, don't have to worry about getting shot at by the enemy Hetzer. Everybody else on the team appears to have died on this side of the map, including, unfortunately, his teammate in the Electo, but he did manage to get 1 kill, and that is going to be crucial. You see what I did there? Crucial. Oh, it's the Mighty Duck. Quack, quack. Boom. Headshot. Which is quite surprising, because that was actually high explosive anti-tank ammunition. And, well, there isn't a single flat surface on an AMX-40 for you to hit with high explosive anti-tank ammunition. And yet, he's dead. Oh, and there's the enemy Hetzer. And now, screw that. Valentine AT. You kind of have to feel sorry for people who have to drive the Valentine AT, because here's the thing. The Valentine's actually a very, very well-armoured little infantry tank. And they took the turret off it, and they put a... Ooh, that was a good shot. But anyway, yes, Valentine AT. They took the turret off, and they stuck a gun shield on top of it, which is part of the hitbox and has tinfoil for armour. So they took a well-armoured infantry tank and turned it into one of the worst armoured tank destroyers, tier for tier, in the game. If you can't take a joke, you shouldn't be playing British low-tier tank destroyers. Trust me, it gets better once you get the AT2 at tier 5. Right. 2, presumably Derp Hetzers, in a Mexican standoff at opposite ends of a road where whoever gets the first high explosive hit is basically going to win. Nah, screw that. Let's not just wait and see who gets luckiest first. He can't afford to take that kind of hit. You saw the damage that he did when he had just the barest sliver of that enemy hetzer available to shoot at when he hit him with a high explosive shell. If that happens to him, he's dead. So he's going to leave him to his own devices. As long as he's sitting up there waiting for the shot, he's not doing any damage to the rest of his team. Instead, he goes to see what backup and support he can give the two surviving tanks on his team. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like... Nope, that Stuart is actually on the other side of the building. Right. M3 Lee over there, who's gone blue from team damage, is yelling for help, and the Panzer IV, who is on exactly 1 health, he's just like, screw you, Sunshine, you're on your own. He's getting out of there. Which may have been the right thing to do. That was a Matilda who nailed the M3 after all, and, well, if I was in a Panzer IV-D with a extremely short-barreled 75mm howitzer, and I had 1 health, I wouldn't want to be next. I mean, I'd be running for the safety of the hetzer as well, so we can kind of understand that decision. But look at these scores. The hetzers between them have 12 kills. It's 12 kills between 2 hetzers. It's just a shame they're not on the same team. But the hetzer's still got it, you know. There's a reason why this thing is insanely popular. I mean, high explosive nerfs notwithstanding, this is still an incredibly good little machine. It's diabolically bad stock. You need that engine upgrade, but, well, it's only tier 4. It doesn't take long to get the experience to unlock the engine upgrades. Right, he's obviously expecting the enemy hetzer to appear from this direction. I mean, he was last spotted up there. And he's got the Panzer IV-D behind him to act as a sort of speed bump, a kind of tripwire to alert him to enemy activity to his rear. Panzer IV dies, he knows there's something behind him. Panzer IV's like, hetzer, fall back. Screw you. You're on your own back there, Sunshine. And yet no sign of the enemy hetzer. Oh, contact rear, it's the Matilda. Well, I don't think the Matilda needs much of an introduction. This is probably one of the most overpowered tanks at its tier in the game. Its armour is ridiculous, and it's got a very, very high penetration, rapid-firing gun. Of course, it has to actually hit the target. Okay, he can only afford to take 1 more of those. What's he going to do? He's going to kill the Panzer IV, and that means there is no way he's going to survive this. So, 1 down, 2 to go. Still an enemy hetzer, though, and he's on 4 kills. Too worried about the Stuart. Well, that's if you come across the Stuart and he's alone, but the fact that we haven't actually seen the Stuart or that hetzer for quite some time may indicate that they're actually working together. I know, don't laugh. I mean, stranger things have happened. I know this is only a tier 4 battle, but sometimes in these team-based multiplayer games you do occasionally actually see some teamwork. No, stop laughing. Sometimes it happens. Oh, you lot are so cynical. Look, watch. Aha! Got him! Where's the Stuart? Is he on the other side of the map doing his own thing, or did he actually team up with the hetzer? There he is. I told you, it does happen. Of course, now he's just shit his pearly pink panties after seeing the hetzer blow up in front of him, and he's doing exactly the wrong thing, but, well, he didn't really have much of a chance at all there, did he? Look at that. 11 kills. The hetzer's still got it. But check out this bombshell. 11 kills and nearly 1700 damage at tier 4, and thanks to that crucial 1 kill from his platoon mate in the Electo, see what I did there? Crucial, that's foreshadowing, that is. That's also a crucial contribution for 12 kills between the two of them. Now, bear this in mind. High caliber, top gun, crucial contribution, not even good enough for a 3rd class mastery badge in the hetzer. Do you have any idea how much seal clubbing is going on by people in hetzers at tier 4 in order for a performance like that to not even warrant a 3rd class mastery badge? Tommy Kill, you dirty, filthy seal clubbing scumbag. Seal club harder next time. Anyway, surely something's happened in Lord Kefka's match in the Tauntus by now. Nope, still nothing, still stuck. It took him 8 minutes to get up here, stopped along the way to not shoot at another tank, got to the top of the hill, fired 2 shots, one of those missed, and then spent the next 4 minutes spinning around in circles while the rest of his team basically killed everything in sight. But there is one T-54 left on the enemy team, and he's being driven in this direction. Oh, there he is! Well, it's a good job you can turn the tank, because you can't do anything else. There's the shot, there's the engine fire, and there's the final kill of the game. Hooray! It was worth it after all. I just hope that wasn't your daddy double. And that's it for this episode of The Good, The Bad and The Ugly. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.